back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Megan. I have a 2-year-old son and I am 37 weeks pregnant with a baby girl. And today I'm going to be doing possibly my last pregnancy update, depending on if she comes before or right around or after her due date. This could be the last time we sit down and chat pregnancy together, which is mind-blowing to me. On one hand, I can't believe that she's almost here, but on the other hand, I feel like it's been ages and ages and ages and I'm so uncomfortable and I'm just ready. So I literally just got home from my 37-week doctor's appointment. It's been kind of a crazy day because we also took maternity photos today, which is why I'm all glammed up. Before you say, oh, you look like you're glowing, it's makeup and sweat. We basically went out into a field, and it's 93 degrees today, mind you, and did a whole setup and took some pictures. So I'll insert them here so you can see them. I haven't edited them yet as I'm sitting here filming this, but I think they probably turned out cute. We got Rowan involved, and Matt was there. Matt has turned into quite the photographer over the last 8 years of being with me. I will tell you, he has really upped his game. Yes, we did that, and then we went straight to my doctor's appointment. And I'll start with what the doctor said. She said baby is definitely maturing. She's got a nice strong heartbeat around 126, 127, which I guess is normal for this gestational age. She measured my fundal height, which looked normal, and then they did a cervical check. And I am 1 centimeter dilated, and she said my cervix is nice and soft. I've been eating a lot of dates, just kind of leading up to labor, so hopefully that's helping with the effacement. She did give me the option to do a membrane sweep today. I declined just because Rowan's birthday is Thursday, so it's Monday today. I was like, I don't want them to have the same birthday, so maybe we'll start doing that next week at the 38-week appointment. But this was the first time we haven't had an ultrasound in a few appointments, because for a while they were just checking up on her growth post me having COVID, and they're not really concerned anymore, so we probably won't see her unless I go overdue, and then they'll start doing the non-stress tests and stuff. I'll start with baby girl, so I'm going to pull up my Pregnancy Plus app. Actually, I'm going to pull up Baby Center first. Last time we had an ultrasound, the weight that Baby Center estimated she would be is exactly what the ultrasound tech estimated, so that's probably fairly accurate. And this says that she is 6¼ pounds and 19¼ inches. She is about the size of a bunch of Swiss chard. I'm going to look at the Pregnancy Plus comparison too, because I love that they have animals and pastries. So cute. Okay, so this compares her to a wedding cake or a lamb. So our highlights this week, I just love looking at the 3D model. I can't believe how big she is now. I remember when I first started looking at this in my pregnancy, I was all excited when she wouldn't fit on the screen anymore. And now you only get even part of her little face. So our highlights are baby's skull is still soft enough to allow for the trip through the birth canal. That's good. Some of the tiny bones in your baby's body won't fuse together until after birth. Baby's tiny fingernails continue to grow but are kept soft inside your uterus. Speaking of things growing in there, we did see hair at our last ultrasound, which is not a surprise because if you remember Rowan, he was, born with a full head of hair. So I'm expecting the same from her. But actually our last 2 ultrasounds, the tech has been oh, she's got hair already. So that was kind of fun to see. Obviously, you get kind of an idea what they look like with the 3D ultrasound pictures that they take, which we have some from our 36-week appointment last week. So I'll put those on the screen so you can see her little face. She was all smushed up against my placenta, so her nose is a little flattened, but she's still very cute. But you can't get the full picture until they're here because you don't know what color hair they're gonna have, what color eyes they're gonna have, and it's just such a cool surprise. She has been incredibly active. She, even during our last ultrasound, flipped side to side. So she is head down, but she keeps changing where her butt is, on my body. So she'll flip all the way around, and it's, you can feel it for sure. So with Rowan, I had my placenta in the front. I think that's called anterior placenta. Hopefully I'm not mixing those up. And with Juniper, it's in the back. So I am feeling a lot more of her movement and a lot more sharp angular features. I'm oh, that's a foot or a hand or an elbow or something. Whereas with Rowan, I would feel the bonks, but it was through my placenta, so I couldn't feel anything specific. So that's been wild. Something that I think is really funny is that she always responds to any kind of pressure on my belly. So if I've got my phone propped up on my belly or I'm resting a drink on the belly shelf or whatever, she'll be hey, hey. Rowan's been really enjoying feeling her kick recently. It makes him laugh, which is the cutest thing. We are trying to prepare Rowan for her arrival as much as possible. We've been talking to him a lot about Sissy. We've been taking him up to Sissy's room. Matt's actually down in the garage right now installing her car seat, because one of the things that I've heard is that you should get the car seat in a few weeks early so that the older kid can get used to it, because sometimes they don't like it being in the car, or they want to get in the baby's car seat or whatever. So we're doing that. I also had him pack up a gift for her with me. And I was basically just like, hey, let's make a present for Sissy for when she gets here, and then she'll give you a present. And so he helped me put it in a little bag and put the tissues in there and everything. And I obviously also have one for her to give to him. And for her, it won't really matter. She's not going to know what's going on. It might be a cool story to be like, your brother gave you this when you were born, like when she's older. But for Rowan, we're hoping it'll be like, ooh, like Sissy came home and I got new toys. Like, I like this Sissy. We had my baby sprinkle last weekend, 2 weekends ago, which I'll get into in a minute, but a friend who came brought her son with her, and he's about 9 months old, and Rowan was so sweet with him. So it was really nice to see him interact with another smaller baby, and like, he was very nurturing and he wanted to like rock the baby. So I'm feeling pretty good. Obviously it'll probably be a tough transition for him just by nature of what it is, but I think we're preparing him as much as we can. So then on to me and what I've been up to and my symptoms and everything. So like I said, we had my baby sprinkle. If you haven't seen that video, I did a whole vlog just like prepping for it and decorating, and then a little bit of party footage. So I'll leave that up here because it was so cute. It was like a cottagecore garden tea party theme, and it was just like 6 girls and it was just really fun to hang out and celebrate the baby in person, because with Rowan I didn't get an in-person baby shower. We had to do virtual just because of the Rona and all of that. So that was really special and really fun. I have been busy trying to prep. I'm trying to get ahead on work. I'm trying to get ahead on all of my like merch orders and stuff. I also have like a big checklist of stuff to do before the baby arrives. So I've packed my hospital bag. The birth plan is all written. I did freezer meal prep, which I believe that vlog is already up by the time that you see this, but I basically made like 10 freezer meals with 4 servings each, so we can just pull them out and put them in a crock pot for easy dinner. And that's something I did when I was pregnant with Rowan as well, and it was such a lifesaver. I think the last few things left are just like cleaning the house, cleaning the car, and cleaning all the files on my computer and like putting them into the right folders instead of everything just being in downloads. And honestly, that's probably not like the biggest deal, but when you get into that nesting mode, you just want everything to be organized. I definitely am feeling the nesting urge and instinct. I feel like last time it was more like research, where I wanted to research labor and research breastfeeding and like all of that stuff. And this time I just like, I'm feeling really called to like homemaking, and I just like want to be prepping food and like making our home as cozy and clean as possible. Part of that's probably also just the weather, because we finally have good weather, and that always like gives me a pep in my step. But yeah, definitely been experiencing the nesting. Physically, I'm feeling massive. No surprise there. I'll insert the belly clips that we took this week, and I am gonna do a compilation video of like 4 to 40 or whenever she comes weeks of all of the weekly belly shots, but I figure it's fun for you guys to see them in this video as well. I keep getting comments from strangers who I'm sure are well-meaning, but will be like, you're huge, or like, you look like you're ready to have a big baby. I'm just like, dude, I know. Even when we were in Hawaii on our baby moon, somebody was like, oh my gosh, like you're huge, they let you travel? And I was like, no, the doctor said it was dangerous, but I came anyway. Of course, like, they let me travel. But I know why they're saying it, because I do feel massive. Sleep has become really difficult. Turning from side to side is like hard enough by itself just because of the mass that I have to move. Another issue I'm having with sleep is that I'm getting pretty bad round ligament pain on my left side only for some reason. And I don't know why it's only on one side, because I flip-flop like right to left several times during the night. But for whatever reason, like my left round ligament is so painful when I wake up in the morning. And I did talk to my doctor about it, and she was like, you know, Tylenol and a belly band maybe, but it's pretty normal. But man, it's excruciating. Like yesterday in the morning for like 2 or 3 hours, I could barely even move, which was just like not fun, but luckily Matt's been super sweet and he's picking up a lot of the slack for me. My arms are constantly falling asleep. My knees have been hurting. I've still got the night sweats going on, unfortunately. So I'm not getting great rest, which just kind of means that I'm tired all of the time. It's getting to the point where I don't feel like I can really take Rowan out by myself very often anymore. Like I used to just do like grocery trips a couple times a week or whatever so that he could just get out of the house and experience something different. But now loading the stroller in and out of the car by myself is a gargantuan task. So really starting to slow down in these last few weeks. I am preparing to also slow down with work. My editor came on board just this week, so this will only be the second video that she edits. I'm sure she's gonna do an amazing job, but that's gonna be a huge weight off of my shoulders to have a little bit of extra time. Matt is getting a pretty long paternity leave, all things considered. It's not finalized yet, but his company offers up to 12 weeks, which I've never heard of before for a birthing partner, in the US anyway, which is a whole different can of worms. I hate that it's weird, but it is. But it looks like he's gonna be able to take a lot of time off, so that's great. Like I said, I've been eating 4 medjool dates every day, and we've been doing the perineal massage, which is like not the most comfortable thing, but it's supposed to help you avoid tearing, so I'll let you know how that goes. I am pretty much completely off the workout train. I'm only working out like once a week, which makes me a little bit sad because when I went into my birth with Rowan, I felt like I was really strong and I had a really strong foundation and a lot of endurance. And this time I just don't have the time or energy to do that. So hopefully as work slows down in the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to bump it up to like 3 workouts per week. But I'm also trying not to be too hard on myself about it because my energy is just, especially on the days when Matt's in the office and it's just Rowan and I alone for like 10 hours and I'm trying to keep up with him. I'm just so tired. Emotionally, I'm definitely feeling more of the hormones. I keep crying over stupid stuff, but I'm lucky that in the moment I realize that it's just the hormones making me cry, and so like I don't get that upset, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I'm crying, but I'll be like, I'm fine, like I'm just being hormonal, I'm fine. But I've also been feeling like high highs where I'm just really soaking in these last few weeks of time as a family of 3, and so we'll be like playing with Rowan on the splash pad in the back, and I just feel like my heart's gonna burst. And I get a little emotional and teary then too, probably also because of hormones. So I feel like it's just very like up and down. I will say it's much more up than it is down. It's never fun to be in pain. I'm still having heartburn at night. My tailbone's still killing me. Sleep has been rough, but I'm almost there. I'm trying to be patient. I'm not a patient person, so that does not come easily to me, but I'm trying. And I think that's pretty much it. So there may be one more pregnancy update. There might not be. Kind of depends on when she comes. Make sure you're following me on Instagram if you want to know first when she gets here, because I will be able to get an Instagram post up much quicker than like editing a birth vlog. So people in the Instagram fam will be the ones to know first. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being along on this journey with me, and hopefully I have a little Junie girl to show you guys soon. As usual, I hope you guys are having a really great day. I love you so, so much, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!